So the Valentine Invitational at Boston University gives especially our kids who are going to run anything on the oval, the opportunity to run really fast. It is probably one of the fastest tracks in the country, but what I always tell them is the track doesn't run fast for you. You have to put yourself into a position where you're going to allow yourself to run fast. It's a big invitational, lots of teams. On the women's side, Andrea Masterson is looking to run a really fast 3K this weekend, and we'll see where that takes her. It should be a really good competition for her.
This weekend is really exciting because the heats are really strong at BU, and so essentially like everybody has a heat where they're really well matched with the other competitors in their heat, so essentially the work is done for you. So it's an exciting opportunity to run fast and set some PRs hopefully.
We're really excited to be entered into the 800 this weekend and running at a really fast track. So this weekend is about really focusing on times and hitting marks more than anything, and we're hoping that a competitive field will help us hit those targets.
We'll be going up with a group kind of early to run the 3K and the 5K, which is exciting. So that's what our distance group is headed towards. It'll just be a really great racing opportunity for us. Like BU is a huge invitational, so right now we've just had tri-meets in the league, which are fun and they're very competitive, but it's going to be great for everybody to be able to find a heat that they're going to be able to race well in.
On the guys' side, Trevor Reinhardt looking to run real fast in the mile. This is the same venue where James Randon broke 4 minutes. I'm not sure whether Trevor is quite ready to break 4 minutes, but you never know. And this certainly, the kind of history of this meet, the way this meet has gone in the past, the mile is always one of the highlight events.
I think BU's track is kind of the focus of this meet. It's really fast, it feels great, it's pretty bouncy. So the goal here is not to necessarily win the race, but rather to get into a fast heat and PR. So we have a lot of guys who have been training hard all winter and who are just trying to get a good time.
Vincent Vaughn's last weekend ran just off of the school record in 200 meters. He ran 21:61 and the school record is 21:59 by Marc-Andre Alexander. We're putting him in the 200 again this weekend with the hopes that maybe he can take Marc off the record board after only 1 year, which would be a great accomplishment for Vincent. And you know, just getting people, this is just really getting people ready to run 2 weeks from now at the HEPS.
Sprints going in, we have a lot of guys running the 200 meter. We know that BU is a fast track, but again, we're gonna have to be fast to make it fast. So we're just going in, we're gonna be aggressive, try to execute our races, and hopefully come out with some good times.
Also, in the field events, Austin Lott has been vaulting really well and has historically vaulted really well here at BU, so we're looking for hopefully some big performances for him. He's just on the verge of some really good things, I think. He's been struggling kind of between poles in the pole vault, which is a tough place to be. He's kind of not quite on the 16-foot poles, and he's a little past where the 15.7 poles are, and so hopefully we can get him moving in the right direction this weekend.
We're gonna just work on, at this point we know what poles we're gonna use, what approaches we're gonna use. So it's really a technical meet to get our last chance in a competitive zone and get over some bars and work the fine tuning of the technique so that we can be prepared for Ivy League HEPS. At the beginning of the season we started on some 15-foot 7-inch poles and then now we're progressing to the 16-foot poles. So the difference is that obviously the length and they bend differently, so the timing will change dramatically. When you take off, you're jumping from farther away and you have to press and wait longer and swing, and then everything's a little slower, which is nice, but at the same time it's a whole new world. So I have to learn that, and that's what I've been working on this season. So hopefully it'll all piece together and work well for 2 weeks from now.
We've had some good weeks of practice with the middle distance and distance groups. They didn't race last weekend, and so we hope that the week off and will give them the opportunity to kind of focus and get themselves ready for what we hope is a great competition at BU.